Hi, my name is Jesse, and this is the Valiant Lifestyle. In this episode, I'm going to talk about your physical health. I'm going to talk about how your thoughts are knots in your brain. I'm going to talk about this in a way where I bring about the awareness of what you're thinking about. You're actually causing your own pain in your own body. All right, but before I get started, I want to welcome you if this is your first time watching my channel. Welcome. I'd love to invite you to subscribe over here. Hit the subscribe button, hit all. If this is you coming back for more, welcome back. All right. This is 3 hacks to understanding your strength. 3 hacks for understanding your strength as a man. Number 1, how do you show up for yourself? How do you show up for yourself? Are you like this Raggedy Ann? Are you this submissive guy? Do you really think that you matter? What's in your mind? See, how I used to show up for me was in my relationship, I didn't feel like I had a voice. And it wasn't until I learned that I hold a place in my relationship with my wife and that I matter. And it wasn't until I discovered that I needed to be bigger. I needed to be that pillar for her. I wanted to grow into that. And I wanted to be more masculine. I wanted to be less of the wishy-washy guy and the indecisiveness. Because here's what happens. Our wives do not like when we're wishy-washy because that means that we're not safe. And when we're not safe, their survival, their internal, intrinsic part of them says that you're not safe and they can't survive. And I know that sounds dramatic, but this is how they're hardwired. It is. And maybe there's a part of you that's been doing this unknowingly. But what this does is it also manifests as pain in your body. Number 2, do you have a regular, consistent exercise that you do? Do you create time for yourself? See, it wasn't until I created time for myself every day that I figured out consistency grows discipline. Consistency grows discipline. I was growing love for myself that I never had before. And I was showing myself something that I had never had. And that was time with myself. That was the gift of presence for me. And when I was able to show that for myself, my own me time, I was able to emulate that. I was able to show that it's okay for my wife to do that. And she's now doing that. It was okay for my kids to do that. They take their time every morning as well. Their own time. I mean, they're down here for breakfast. They're down here to do what they do as kids, and they want to be loved, but it's okay to take the me time. And then the third thing that I want you to think about, when you start looking at your thoughts, is there some sort of pain in your body? Do you go, I don't feel like I can do this? Where does your pain show up? Does it show up in your shoulder? Does it show up in your neck? Does it show up in your lower back? See, your lower back represents the foundational part of you. Your house, your home, your money, your finances, and your career. Your shoulder shows up as, well, this is the weight of the world on your shoulders. Where are you carrying it? Your right side? You may not believe that you can truly do it. See, your mind is so powerful and your body listens to all of it. And what you think is not possible, your body echoes that. And you put your pain in your frame. Your knots in your thoughts put your pain in your frame and they become your issues in your tissues. They become the weight in your gait. They become the junk in your trunk. Yeah, I said it. It's time to own it, if that is you. And I'm not being complacent. I'm not being terse here. I want you to acknowledge that part of you and love it and get after doing something about it. Because you know as well as I do that not doing anything about it does nothing for you and does nothing for your family. Weaponize this body of yours, because this body is going to be the thing that drives the force, the energy for your family to be able to be that umbrella of support for them. And not only that, your business, which is the income, which is the energy that you put out there, that you receive back in the form of money, because energy is money. It's the physical representation of what that is. All right, here's what I want you to comment if you're ready to get going with this. I own my pain. I own my pain. Truly get after that. Truly embrace what that is. This may trigger you, but I want you to know that your triggers are all of your own and have nothing to do with me. There's an element of truth within what I'm saying that registers inside of you, and you know it. And if this bothers you, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it resonates on a level where you, oh, yeah, I used to do that. I want you to acknowledge it. And when this truly speaks to you, because I know many of you men out there it will, I want you to go to the Valiant Lifestyle and book that 30-minute call with me that you've been meaning to do, or you've just discovered that you can do. And let's see if we're a good fit. Let's see if you want to truly show up in your masculine frame and you want to know more about what masculine embodiment looks like. All right. Thanks for watching. And as I always say, let's do this.